Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Kel Say doing another segment of Victory Sundays. Victory Sundays, I like to talk about football, basketball, hockey, and even NASCAR. Because if you know anything about me, I love sports. And this is my opportunity to give y'all the most raw and uncut filtered version of me. And if you've been living underneath a rock, lately, a special Victory Sunday person who's been on this show for so many times and so many segments that, I might as well get his jersey once he come out. Pause. But yeah, like I said, a special Victory Sunday segment person, Brendan Sorsby, he's actually decided just to jump into and go into the supplemental draft. He actually just filed his lawsuit just to disregard his lawsuit recently just in the state of Texas, just because he got to rule himself ineligible just for him just to declare for the NFL supplemental draft. So a few fun facts about the supplemental draft if you don't know about it. It's one of the drafts that they just say if a guy just become ineligible to play college football right after the NFL draft, they get him a second opportunity just to join in the draft. And so some of the some famous names, some big names was Terrell Pryor of Ohio State, Josh Gordon, who was a dog, but, had the little, ganja, little weed problem. But we ain't going to talk too much about that. And Chris Carter, the Hall of Famer, who was most known for his time with the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. My bad, I had that little spit bubble. But yeah, that's just some fun facts about it. Also, if you know anything about the supplemental draft, it's just pretty much to just say how they pretty much do it is not a lot of players get picked, but every once in a while you hear a player getting picked. But pretty much how it occurs is just teams, they pretty much place a bid on a draft pick. The NFL got 7 draft picks, 7 rounds, and so let's say and it's a bid pretty much. So let's say for instance, if the Jets, they decide to put a bid for a 3rd round draft pick, but then the Cardinals, it goes to the highest bidder, my bad. But yeah, let's just say the Cardinals bid for a 2nd round draft pick. Well, the Cardinals, they'll end up getting Brendan Sorsby in that case just because they bid higher. Or it's just so it's just pretty much they just pretty much get them based on that draft pick. And then also on top of that, they pretty much what end up occurring after that is they pretty much take away that draft pick for that year. So yeah, this is some fun facts about it. But like I said, yeah, Brendan Sorsby, he decided just to go on ahead and say forget it because it's too much controversy. He like to gamble, so I don't know what team's gonna take a bet on him. That's a little insight, but yeah, I don't know what team gonna take a bet on him and decide to say, hey, we like this kid, because they saying he actually would have probably went higher than Ty Simpson of Alabama, who got drafted by the Rams this year, but he didn't come out the draft to get that NIL money, but now he want to get that NFL money. But yeah, on to another note, on to a sour note I just want to talk about is, so unfortunately, earlier this week, Alden Smith actually passed away. He was actually found deceased in his car. Some facts about Alden Smith. I'm not going to talk about his legal history, but yeah, he did have a drug and alcohol problem. But outside of that, man, yeah, as y'all can see, I'm on my phone. I got 2 phones, but I'm doing it big now. Your boy working hard. You should see what I'm working hard for. But yeah, there's some stats about him. I just want to pull some up on my 2nd phone. Forget y'all. But he actually, like I said, he played for the 49ers, and according to the ESPN, his career high, his last time was playing was in 2020, where he had a total of 5 sacks. He actually has a total of 52.5 sacks for his career, but he was a dog, man. His highest career sack total was 19.5 sacks. That's damn near almost the record. I think the highest was broken by Myles Garrett, which was 23. So that's just to tell you, this dude wasn't a scrub, but he just had his demons he had to deal with, man. And it's just sad and unfortunate to see someone, he passed away at the age of 36, and he just dealt with so many demons that you just wish he would have got something to work on now. They haven't specified yet the cause of death yet. I guess the family wanted to get some more information out, and then they actually also said they're gonna send his brain, I guess, off to get tested for CTE to see if that had anything to do with some of his chronic health issues. So like I said, man, on these times, his mental health awareness, man, go get looked at, go talk to somebody, man, because we never know, bro. But on to another note, and just on to the last note, the New York Knicks in 5, man. What a wonderful time, man. I'm gonna say this, boy, was I right. I'm I'm bragging about myself because if you know anything, man, if you roll some old clips, man, I did believe that the Knicks was gonna win, and then I did say if the games was close, which for the most part they was very close games, that the Knicks was gonna win, and the Knicks actually ended up winning the series in 5 games, y'all. Now I would tell y'all like this: when I had heard, because I actually fell asleep, because if y'all know anything about that series, like the Spurs, like unlike James Harden, you can honestly say like you thought there was a better team until the last 5 minutes, which I did say, just bragging about it a little bit, ha. But yeah, like I said, we thought the Spurs was a better team because they was up by double digits in every game. But unfortunately, like when it came into the last few minutes, they ended up losing the game. They couldn't put the nail in the coffin, man. Like the Knicks only led 24% of the series in a 5-game series. How you do that? But like I said, they ain't like James Harden where they said I thought they was a better team. Like the Spurs, in my eyes, was actually like a better team. They just wasn't ready for the moment, and they actually got outcoached, outplayed, final moments. But yeah, like I was saying, man, I knew the series was over after that. After the Anunoby, he made that tip, which was the biggest tip. Since tip drill, if you know what I mean. Yeah, just getting a little freaky on this victory Sunday, but yeah, it was the biggest tip since tip drill, man. And but like I said, once you seen that, it was just like, all right, either the Knicks gonna win in 5 or they're gonna win in 6. But we knew the series was pretty much over because, like, I'll be honest with y'all, if the Spurs would have won game 4, I think the Spurs win the series. But after that, we knew like it was done. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like the Knicks, I'm not going to say they're America's team, but I do feel like they're America's basketball team because, like, man, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I was excited to see them win because it seemed like they had so much turmoil throughout the years. They haven't won since the 1970s. So it's just good to see a team like the Knicks who got a storied history to come back and be back on top. Pause. But yeah, like I said, congrats to the Knicks, man. This is their time. Like I said, I'm being honest with you, I didn't even watch the parade, but it's still cool, man. Knicks in 5. Even Jim Jones had a song, which is boo-boo. But yeah, like I said, Knicks in 5. Congrats to the Knicks, man. Jalen Brunson did his thing, 45, like he Michael Jordan. And so with all that being said, y'all, this is Kim the Sex, and I'm out this bitch.